Company Act, and he needed a band. So, needless to say, we signed right on for that, and we did that for a couple months here in California. We were his California band.
We're going to play a song now, Glenn, from No Fun Aloud, your first solo album, and this is a song called Party Town. There's a note on the album, something about Jerome's Bar. What city is that?
Oh, it's the Jerome Bar. It's in Aspen, Colorado.
It's in Aspen, Colorado. Here's Party Town for you on Rockline.
Something going.
Yep, it's the time back east, and we are live from Hollywood on Rockline from No Fun Aloud. That's Party Town. Glenn Frey is our guest, and we take our first phone call this evening from KWFM in Tucson. Jim, you're on.
Yes. I'd like to know, Glenn, how did you get on John McEnroe and on Peter Fleming playing your album?
Well, my manager, Irving Azoff, the manager of the Eagles, he promoted John McEnroe's exhibitions in the Northwest and Southwest last year, around February or so, whenever they take a little break from the tour. And he called me from dinner, where he was having dinner with John and Peter Fleming and Peter Rennert, and said, can we come down and listen to a couple things? And I said, heck, we're going to do the Monster Tones, and we need about 12 monsters down here to scream, yeah, yeah. And we have to kind of assume we have to be larger than life. So we got them right. They came down, and I guess we kind of ambushed them. We were, a few beers into the wind, and we just give them headphones and got them right out in front of the microphone and said, clap on the backbeat and scream, yeah, yeah. And they did fine.
Didn't McEnroe get a little ticked and yell morons or anything during the session?
No. John had one question. He said, do you want us to sing or yell? And I said, well, John, if you can sing, that's fine. And if you can't, that's even better.
Whatever you can do. We'll take another call from Connecticut, WHCN, our affiliate in Hartford, and this is Mike. Hi.
Hi. I'd like to know how long it took you to record your album.
Well, in studio hours, I couldn't really tell you. I spent about a year and a half on it, but I decidedly took a lot of time off. I never worked on it for more than 2 weeks at a time. I find in the studio, if you spend much more time than that, I start to lose objectivity, and I need to get away from it. So I spent a year and a half on it, but I produced a couple albums in the meantime and spent time writing, so a lot of it wasn't studio time. It's hard for I know I started a year and a half ago, though.
Sometimes you can get duped in the studio and get just too close to it. You got to break away, huh?
I've stayed too long before. Yeah, I think I've learned my lesson.
Let's take another call here, Glenn, from Norfolk, Virginia, listening to WNOR. We have Karen on Rockline. Hi.
Hi, Glenn. How you doing?
Fine.
Listen, I think you did a great job on Lou Ann Barton's album. You really did. And that No Fun Aloud, two best albums I bought this year. And I'd like to ask you a couple of questions about a band you used to be with a few years ago called Long Branch Penny Whistle. The first question I'd like to ask you is, how on this earth did you ever get that name?
We have to blame J.D. Souther for that one. He was 3 years older than I was, and he said we were going to call it that, and I said, okay. He had the car and the best guitar.
Okay. The second question, I've got the album, and I think it's really good, especially Rebecca.
Long Branch Penny Whistle?
Yes. I think it's a great album, and I'd like to know, how do you look back on that album in respect to your career?
Well, it's a pretty young sounding album. I don't know that the writing is, I'm sentimental about it because it was my first time in the studio. Artistically, it leaves a lot to be desired for me, though.
Did the first part of that name, Long Branch, come from a street in California? I had heard it was a street in San Diego where J.D. had been hanging out.
I don't know. We have to ask J.D.
We'll do that sometime more. But Glenn Frey coming up on Rockline. Back live via satellite from Hollywood. It's Rockline, and we're visiting with Glenn Frey. We're going to play a song from the first album by the Eagles, released in spring of 1972. Take It Easy. How did you meet Jackson Browne, Glenn?
I met Jackson with J.D. Souther at a benefit for the Free Clinic. I think it was down in Long Beach. This was in 1970, I think. And he was walking around playing Jamaica Say You Will, a song of his, and J.D. and I, quick to jump in on harmonies, kind of chimed in a little bit. And we'd heard about him. We were playing a few of the same small dives, and we finally met. And in fact, I asked him that, and I told him that I was looking for a place to live, and he told me about he was living in Echo Park, and told me about a place right above him that was going to be coming available, and he actually helped me find a house. I moved there. About 3 weeks later, JD moved there, and we stayed. We had a sum total rent of $90 between the three of us a month. Our JD's and my place was $60, and Jackson's was $30.
Here's Take It Easy for you on Rockline. Eagles on Rockline. I'm Bob Coburn. We're with Glenn Frey. We have another Glenn on the phone from New York listening to WPLJ. Hi.
Yeah, Glenn, I'd like to ask you, do you plan to tour this summer in support of your No Fun Aloud album?
No, I'm right now I'm in the midst of producing with my partner Alan Blazek an album on a band here in California called Jack Mack and the Heart Attack. And I think I'm gonna go on the road in the fall. I'd like the songs on No Fun Aloud to be familiar to everyone, so I don't go out and do, like a bunch of old Eagles songs, although I'm not ruling out doing a couple. I'd like to mostly do that material, and I'd like to wait until it's familiar. So I'm going to kind of monitor the major pennant races and finish Jack Mack and read my Pro Football Digest, and then I'll go out there in the fall.
You better watch your Tigers. They're slumping.
Oh, yeah, they need a couple arms.
Let's take a call from Louisville right now, WLRS. We got Lou on the phone. Hi.
Hello, Glenn Frey?
Lou!
I've heard a song of yours called Steam World. I was wondering if that was ever going to be released as a single.
Steam World. Is this Lou Stewart? Lou, where are you?
I'm in Louisville. How you doing?
You're in Louisville, Kentucky?
Yeah. I'm busy now, and I paid $8 for your album, Roach. I love it.
Well, you owe me that much, Lou. Remember last time we were together? I bought all the drinks.
There you go. I'm very proud of you, my friend.
Nice to talk to you. That's Lou Stewart, America. Good friend of mine.
There you go. Come into Louisville and see us.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thanks for the call, Lou. Let's play another song from No Fun Aloud. Great keyboard riff in this particular tune. This is Don't Give Up on Rotten. Our guest right now on Rockline. A little later on in the program, we'll have John Waite, former lead singer of the Babies. And next week, 38 Special, along with the original drummer from the Beatles, Pete Best. That's coming up on Rockline on the Global Satellite Network.
WPLJ New York. Time to get back to Rockline with your host, Bob Coburn. This is Don Feller of the Eagles, and you're listening to Rockline.
Don was here not too long ago. I should introduce you two guys. Have you met before?
Oh, yeah.
A couple of times.
I'd like to have a rematch.
Let's take another phone call here, Glenn. We have a person in St. Petersburg named Valerie who is listening to Tampa's 95 YNF, a great radio station. Valerie, you're on Rockline.
Hi, Glenn.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how you guys started music and who encouraged you to stick with it.
Well, my mother started me when I was 5 years old with piano lessons. I guess when you're growing up, they try a bunch of things on you to see if there's anything you're interested in. So I took piano lessons when I was a youth. And then I got into sports for a while. And then when I was 18, I decided I wanted to play music again. And so I took the guitar up and got back into the piano.